Welcome to the Hallow Seance. I'm your host Trevor, and today I want to talk about Halloween Horror Nights. So I ended up going to Halloween Horror Nights on September 12th, which was the opening Sunday, and I bought the 2 p.m. combo ticket, which allows you to go inside Universal Studios during normal opening operations, and then at 5:30 or whatever, they start to allow you to line up for the haunts early down the lower lot. So I was able to line up at 5:30 for The Exorcist, and I only waited a half hour, and then I was front and center for the maze, and The Exorcist was amazing. But so pro tip is make sure that you buy the 2 p.m. combo ticket. Don't buy a general admission. The Exorcist. The Exorcist I thought was a pretty good maze. Now, it does have a lot of black walls. You'd think that with Universal, they have this huge budget, they would be able to fill every room with something, but it's like, you walk in, you see a scene, you walk through a dark hallway with black walls, walk in and see a scene, walk down the hallway with black walls, and then you see a scene, and then it's over. So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was cool, but some people might think that that's kind of lazy. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I thought, had a really great facade. You walk up to the haunt and it looked just like the house from the movie. It was really, really good. And the details inside the haunt itself were also very, very good. Most of the scares were really good. The actors playing Leatherface were phenomenal, so I definitely give that a pass. It was great. And then the next stop for the night was actually the Terror Tram. So you line up for the Terror Tram and you wait for your tram to come by, and they take you down to lower lot on the actual sets. And the whole theme this year was Purge, which was cool, but for 2021 I thought it was very short. Like, I felt like I was power walking through the haunts and it was over. It's like you spent more time in line for the tram than you did actually in the actual maze. So yeah, it was so-so. And then the next haunt in the night was The Haunting of Hill House. That was phenomenal. That was probably one of the best haunts that Universal has done in a long time. The only thing is that it's really dark. So you're walking down dark hallways, and then all of a sudden you see a ghost. And that's kind of scary. You know, it's cool and all, but overall, great details, the great scares. It was phenomenal, and it was probably one of the best ones that they've had. And then the next one after that was the Curse of Pandora's Box. Now, I didn't go through the haunt back in 2019. I skipped it because I heard it was kind of bad. But this one really surprised me. I actually liked it a lot. It's based on an original concept with Greek mythology. You see like Medusa, and there was skeletons and crows, and it was a really great maze. I would recommend it if you were going. Definitely check out the Curse of Pandora's Box. And then my personal favorite for this year in 2021 was The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. And so The Bride of Frankenstein Lives acts as kind of a spiritual sequel to the original Bride of Frankenstein movie. You walk in, and the Bride of Frankenstein is trying to save Frankenstein's monster, and she's trying to run away from Dracula's brides. And the idea is that she's trying to save the monster by stealing the blood from Dracula's brides, stealing their blood and using the vampire's blood to try to make him stronger. And I thought that the theming, the execution, the scares, everything was like top notch. And of course, the music was done by Slash, so that was amazing. And that spits you out right into the scare zone. It was Silver Scream Queens, and they had like the female versions of the monsters. It was like the Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula's daughter, the She-Wolf of London, and the Princess Anck-Zunnemoon, the princess from The Mummy. So yeah, the scare zone was great, the haunt was great. It was just a little short. I wish it was a little bit longer, but other than that, it was phenomenal. And then the last house of the night was Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Now, I liked Halloween 4 back in 2018. It was a good haunt. The only thing is that in 2021, they removed all Easter eggs of the silver shamrock mask. They used to have Easter eggs with the kids running around wearing the masks from Halloween 3, but all that's gone this year, so, you know, that was kind of disappointing. but they save themselves with the ending. The ending, when you walk out, you're in a room with all these mirrors, and Michael Myers. There's like 5 different Michael Myers, whatever. Anyway, but you have like 5 different versions of Michael Myers just standing there. It's like which one's real and which one's fake. So I definitely feel like 2021 they saved themselves with the ending, but it's kind of disappointing that they got rid of all of the references for Halloween 3. And then just for fun, we went through the Walking Dead maze. It's the same thing that they've had for years. I mean, they had it was the Walking Dead attraction. It was an all-day event. You can come in for years. They had it as an all-day attraction. They didn't change it. It's the same thing. It's cool, whatever. I mean, don't wait in line for 75 minutes to see The Walking Dead because you'll be disappointed. That was it. I mean, the event this year in 2021 was a lot of fun. It was really, really cool. And it's really good to be back, to be able to come back to these events in SoCal, and I can't wait to be able to come back next year. So yeah, Halloween Horror Nights 2021 was a success in my books.